Hi and welcome to HackCognito, where we talk about hacking. In this video, we're going to talk about privilege escalation for systems that run on Linux. But what is a privilege escalation? When you break into a device, you are most likely aren't the direct root user. Our goal for today is to get root access for the device that you broke into. Root means that you can modify, read, write, create, or delete everything you want. In Windows terms, you are the administrator. There are loads of possibilities when it comes to privilege escalations. A few examples that we're going to cover are CVE kernel exploits, GTFO bins, SUID, pads, cron jobs, and last but not least, NFS. A first good step to conquer a Linux machine is to enumerate the machine to check if it got any exploits for it. With uname -a, we can check what kind of kernel version the current system is running on. With this information, we can look up potential kernel exploits. If this is not the case, we can proceed and check what kind of pseudo privileges we have with sudo-l. This will print out a list of programs that we can run as sudo. We can look up if there are any known exploits for the given pseudo programs. We can see this with the website GTFO, which is a great resource for us ethical hackers. We can, for example, see what kind of pseudo privileges we have on pkexec. Then we can look it up on GTFO bins to see what kind of things we can do with pkexec. Here we see that we can escalate our privileges with pkexec, which is exactly what we want in theory. This should grant us root access. Another way of getting root access is with SUID. But what does SUID mean? Set owner user ID or SUID upon execution is a special type of file permission given to a file. SUID allows a user to run a program using another user's privileges. With the following command, we can see what kind of SUID privileges we have. If we find something interesting, we can check GTFO bins if we've got a privilege escalation. That is an environmental variable in Linux and Unix-like operating systems, which specifies all bin and sbin directories that hold all executable programs stored. It is very simple to view path of the user with the help of the echo command. Echo $path. If you find out that all paths aren't writable, you can proceed to add a path to the list with the following command: export path equals -tmp $path. This makes the tmp folder accessible for a path. With a simple bin bash script, we can elevate our privileges. Echo bin bash into an export. Then we can make it executable with shmod 777. The next topics are cron jobs. We can view the cron jobs with cat etc cron jobs. But before we dive into that, what are cron jobs? Well, the cron jobs are a long running process that executes commands at specific dates and times. If a cron job runs at root level, we have a writable permission to it, we can set up a reverse shell to spawn it at a specific time. It should give us root access to the machine. The last way for root escalation that we're going to cover is network file sharing, no root squash. The critical element for privilege escalation vector is the no root squash option. We can see that we got the no root squash in the etc export folder. We can enumerate the network file sharing with the following commands: showmount-e and then the target IP. As we see the shares, we can pick one to upload our exploit into. Mount-o rv target IP :our share. Then on our current computer, our exploit folder. This will link our share folder with our exploit folder. A simple bin bash script should do the trick in our exploit folder. It will synchronize automatically with the target. Now all there's left to do is to execute the file. That's my take on Linux privilege escalation. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to keep hacking.